everyone, you reach Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. For all you out there, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. Hit the like button, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And share my video with your friends and family so that they can come to my channel and get to know me also. I'm here today with a quick video on basketball star Kyrie Irving from the Brooklyn Nets. So Kyrie is one of those that don't believe in the vaccine. You know which vaccine I'm talking about. Therefore, he did not get the vaccine. But unfortunately for him, as part of the team that he is a part of, especially in New York State, they require that you are vaccinated in order to be in some of their public facilities and to practice in some of their arenas and areas, okay? He decided not to get this vaccine, and the team said, look, the decision is his choice, but now we got to make a decision also. So we can't have a team member that is participating part-time. And the reason why they say participating part-time is because since he's not vaccinated and he is not allowed to be in certain areas being unvaccinated, they saying, you know, he can't participate in press conferences. He can't always practice with the team. He can't do any of the New York games because all in New York, you are required to show proof of vaccination. So that means you're working part-time. And, you know, he could do some out-of-state stuff, but not in-state. So the team made a decision today and said, look, he's suspended. We can't do this. It's not fair to the rest of the teammates where they're working 24/7 and you're working part-time because of your decision not to be vaccinated. We can't run a team this way, and I'm paraphrasing, guys, so he suspended. Now, his contract is for $34 million. And any player, they said, that is suspended will not be getting paid. So he risks losing half of his contract, half. So what's that, 17 million? I don't know, guys. Do the math. 17 million. You're going to give up 17 million because you don't want to get vaccinated. And listen, yes, is it a personal decision? Absolutely. Should it be forced upon people? No, it shouldn't. But let's do this here. Unfortunately, the black and brown community has been impacted tremendously by this virus, okay? So we're the most people that the highest number of people that are impacted by the virus are black and brown people. And we are the lowest amount of people that are vaccinated. So look at that seesaw effect right there. Does that make sense to you? And let me just add this to the scenario. And everybody do what you want, right? But I notice he has some tattoos. And again, that's his business, right? But you have tattoos, so you're okay with getting tattoos and having somebody chisel ink in you that is not FDA approved, okay? Don't know if this artist that did it was licensed or unlicensed or whatever, but let's just have a thought process here. You will get ink chiseled into you that's not FDA approved, but for some reason you are dead set against this vaccine, and I'm trying to figure out why. So back in the 1700s, there was a disease. A doctor came up and said, you know what? I think this vaccine can eradicate this disease, or at least slow it down and prevent people, and hundreds and hundreds of people, of, you know, catching this disease and passing from it. From the 1700s on, every time they had some type of pandemic, epidemic of some virus that had the potential to wipe out, you know, tons of people, they created a vaccine. And they found that the vaccine, by giving it to people, it helped them build up some type of immunity, and it saved lives. And as a result, when your child is born from birth, boop, boop, they popping them with one vaccine, like literally 24 hours after your child is born, they're popping them with a vaccine. And before your child can even go to school, they got to get a whole slew of vaccines. So my only point is that we was pretty much born and raised on vaccines, And I'm trying to figure out what the uproar is over this one vaccine now, when we have records proven that vaccines can help stop, spreading of certain viruses and diseases. So again, it's his right to not get this vaccine. I'm just trying to understand the thought process. And my thing is, your stance is worth $17 million. I'm not understanding that. But this what I would do if I were the fellow teammates. I wish him well. He has a right to make his own decision. But if I was one of those players that was always on the bench, or if I was a player on the team that never really got to play, I would be practicing day and night and day, to get that spot that he left behind, because he wants to take a stance right now over a vaccine. So yes, I would be practicing in the day, practicing at night, speaking to the coach and the owners, letting them know, guess what, I'm here, I'm ready, I got this, I can do this. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think that, he has a point here? Do you think, well, let me say this. We know he has the right? Of course it's his right. And then, unfortunately, he forced the management team to exercise their rights by suspending him. So how do you feel about the vaccine? Do you understand why everybody is in such an uproar and just thinking that, I don't know, that the vaccine is just something crazy, some experiment or something like that? I'm not understanding. I just need clarification as to why people are so emotional about a vaccine. I don't get it. And I'm shocked in some ways that he's willing to let go of his contract and this money over the vaccine. All right, guys, chat with me in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button, and I will definitely see you in the next video. If you are free tomorrow night, Wednesdays, I do Relationship Wednesdays live. Every Wednesday we do it live, unless I got somewhere to go on a Wednesday night. So every Wednesday we do it live. It's at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I may try to move it up a little bit. I have to see some of the different panelists that join me for the conversation. They need the later time versus an earlier time, but I'm thinking I may start it a little bit earlier. We'll see. But anyway, if you're free, join me tomorrow night, Wednesday, for Relationship Wednesdays. And our topic tomorrow night is going to be bedroom rules. Okay, what are your rules when it comes to you and your mate in the bedroom? And also, another topic we're going to add on to that is like, do you try to resolve any conflict that you have with your partner before you go to sleep? So guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back, and I'll see you in the next video, and hope to see you tomorrow night in my live. Talk to you soon. Bye.